If you clicked on this video, then you're probably wondering, how do I write catchier hooks? In this video, that is exactly what I'm going to show you. So let's go. So I'm going to break the hook down into 3 sections. 1, rhythm, 2, melody, and 3, lyrics. Okay, so the first section is rhythm. Now, what I see a lot of people do is keep a verse-like flow in their hook. What this does is it really doesn't differentiate the hook from the verse, and it makes the hook less catchy. Now, I'm not saying this is a bad way to do it, because music is a creative thing and you can do it however you want. However, I really do think this does make the hook less catchy. So something I really like to consider when making my hooks is breaking up the rhythm a little bit. So having faster sections and then slower sections.
I do the same thing I told you that I never would.
So as you can hear in the Kid Leroy's Stay, in the first part of the hook, he goes, I do the same, which is a slower part. And then it goes into thing I told you that I never would, which is a faster part. So he's utilizing slow and fast rhythms to catch the listener's ear and really draw them in. This is some prime ear candy for the listener, and it just gives a lot of variety to the hook. So I'm going to open up this song of mine. I tried to use this technique of having a slower and faster part to really utilize in my hook. So let's listen to it.
Whoa, it's okay, I'm right here and folding at your touch.
So as you can hear in the first part, it's okay, I'm right here and folding is the faster part. And then after that comes a slower part where I sing at your touch.
It's okay, I'm right here and folding at your touch.
So you can really hear the difference in rhythm right there. So instead of using the slower part first and the faster part second, I just flip-flopped the two just because I thought it sounded good for this specific song. So yeah, utilizing difference in rhythms is a very big part in creating an attractive hook. Okay, so the second step in creating an amazing hook is creating a very catchy melody. This is probably the most important part of the hook. So let's go back to those examples I showed.
I do the same thing I told you that I never would.
So the first thing that I noticed is how wide the range is. Now, obviously, I can't sing like Kid Leroy, but really utilizing your specific range is a great thing in a hook. So as we hear in Stay by Kid Leroy, he starts lower by going, I do the, and then goes, same, which is a very high note. And this is, again, ear candy for the listener. So again, in my song, and I'm not saying mine's nearly as good as Kid Leroy's, but I do utilize the higher parts of my range and the lower parts of my range. So the first part would be higher.
Whoa, it's okay, I'm right here and folding at your touch.
So as you can hear when I say touch, I go down in my range, which brings variety to the melody, and it's really appealing to the ear. That said, you do not want to be jumping around the scale a ton and going to super crazy notes all over the place, because this will just create a very messy and hard to listen to melody. So you still want to keep your notes very stepwise, but just use your range to your advantage. So after you've created a very interesting melody, let's move on to step 3. Okay, step 3 in making an amazing hook is the lyrics. So no matter what your song about, usually what you want to do for the hook is create something that is relatable. So let's say the verse is about a personal experience and it's really specific to your own story. Then the chorus could be more broad and something that a lot of people could relate to. So let's listen to the verse of this section of my song.
Nothing ever changes with her. Ever since that first day, you know. Never forget the first time she held him. He felt it deep inside his chest. With her he could finally find rest. Never afraid of relieving him or deceiving him. Whoa.
So as you can see, the verse is very personal to me in my own experience because I'm explaining a very detailed and personal story. However, when we move into the hook, it becomes more broad and more likely that it would relate specifically to the listener.
It's okay, I'm right here and folding at your touch. Let's go running and running away. Have to say all that shit gone away. It's all gone. Let's go running and running away.
So as you can see, the hook is more of a broad topic and it's just more relatable to more people. As far as lyric quality goes, obviously rhyming your lyrics is a very good way to create a catchy hook, and really executing your lyrics well will get the feeling of the song across better. Other than that, your imagination is your limit, and don't let this video put you in a box to feel like you have to use these specific techniques. This is just giving a guideline on how I think a lot of hooks are made and how a lot of good and catchy hooks are made. So you can use these techniques to your advantage. So after the third step, you're done and you have an amazing and catchy hook. If this video helped you guys out, please leave a like. Also, drop your artist name in the comments because I want to hear what you guys came up with. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
It's okay, I'm right here and folding at your touch.